Previously, in part 1, Sammy, a kind-hearted boy, discovered a glowing lantern that could talk. It led him to the Magic Lantern School, a place where children learn that real magic comes from kindness and courage. But one night, the lantern whispered, "Sammy, one of the great lanterns has been stolen. Tomorrow, your journey begins." The next morning, Sammy woke up to see his little lantern glowing softly again. Its warm voice whispered, "Sammy, it's time. The great lantern of hope is missing, and only a heart like yours can find it." Sammy's eyes widened. He felt a mix of fear and excitement. He picked up his lantern and stepped outside. A gentle mist covered the forest, and far away, he saw a faint trail of light. "Follow the glow," said the lantern kindly. As Sammy entered the forest, glowing birds flew above his head, and soft laughter echoed between the trees. Suddenly, a tiny, funny creature jumped out from behind a bush, half rabbit, half sparkle. "Who are you?" Sammy asked, startled. "Glowhopper," the creature said with a grin. "Guardian of the Lantern Woods. The lantern of hope is lost, and without it, our light is fading." "I'll help you," Sammy said bravely. "My lantern will show the way." Glowhopper twirled happily. "Then follow me. But remember, Sammy, the lantern of hope, can only be found with a true heart, not with your eyes." They crossed a shining river that reflected the sky like a mirror. Whenever Sammy felt scared or uncertain, his lantern dimmed a little, but when he smiled or thought of his friends at the lantern school, the light grew brighter again. At last, they reached a valley filled with silent, dark lanterns. The little lantern whispered, "Sammy, say the words that come from your heart. Only then will hope awaken." Sammy closed his eyes and said softly, "Hope means believing that we can still shine, even when it's dark." Suddenly, the silent lanterns began to flicker one by one until a giant golden lantern glowed in the center of the valley. "You did it, Sammy!" cried Glowhopper. "You've awakened the lantern of hope." The great lantern floated toward Sammy and rested gently in his hands. A warm, golden light surrounded him as a soft voice said, "Thank you, bright-hearted child. You've brought light back to our world." Sammy smiled, feeling peace and joy glowing inside him. His little lantern winked and said, "This is only the beginning, Sammy. There are more lights waiting to be saved." Sammy looked up at the glowing sky and whispered, "Then I'll keep shining, as long as the world needs light." Beds. But just as he turned to head home, a mysterious silver feather floated down in front of him, glowing softly. Glowhopper gasped. "Oh no! That means," before he could finish, the forest shimmered and everything went still. To be continued next week in part 3. Sammy and the Secret of the Silver Feather. A new adventure begins full of mystery, friendship, and glowing magic that will test the brightest light of all, Sammy's heart.